渋谷、渋谷です。
Ah shit, I forgot my fucking tea. Bollocks. Welcome back to the Washitsu. Now, I had a plan. Well, not much of a plan. But I had an idea to have some notes and kind of make a plan. That was the plan. The plan was to make a plan, but I didn't make a plan. So it's going to be another shit show. That's what it is. But I don't know. People like the shit show. Well, some people like the shit. So shit show it will be. It's mainly just going to be pickups. So, well, I say pickups, not really pickups. They're what very kind people have very kindly sent me. So, I do have two pickups. Two pickups. So the first one, it's a Sega Saturn game. It was a game that a friend of mine had, Carl. In fact, pretty much most games, if I ever refer to back of my childhood, it's probably because Carl had them. Carl was like the big gamer, and he would always have games, and not necessarily for very long. He'd always be like chopping them in, getting new games. But it was a game that I really liked, and it was the first time I'd played with the analog controller. I think he originally got the analog controller for Nights into Dreams, but I didn't really get on with that game. But I did like this game, and that is Manx TT. So as you can see there, it's analog controller compatible. Obviously there's only one track because it's Manx TT. I think there's a couple of shorter versions of, so it's kind of, I think there's like about 3. Can't remember. I haven't played it since then, so you're talking a long time ago. I told you my brain don't fucking work. It don't work in the best of times, but when I'm on the camera, I've got 0 chance of any kind of mathematical equation reading. I'm surprised I'm not spilling my tea. Well, it's actually coffee, but I would say tea. So yeah, Manx TT. I forget where I paid for it now. It was dead cheap though. I think it was 300 yen. I think. Manual is a little bit rough, if I'm honest. I'm not liking that. The cover seems to be okay. I think it might be a tad sun faded, but only a tad. But yeah, the back of that is it's not nice, but it's okay because I only bought it to play. I didn't buy it to collect, if you know what I mean. And the day that I get my Saturn mudded for ROMs, I've no real interest in keeping the Saturn games that I've got. One day I'll get that Saturn modded and the Dreamcast. Yeah. So the next pickup was actually just the other day. I was just browsing, as you do, and I saw this and I thought, I didn't even realise that was out on the Super Famicom. So, and because I'd never seen it before, I thought, oh, maybe it's quite expensive. So I had a little look around, and It's not too expensive, but it was certainly more expensive than what I paid for it, and it is Thunder Spirits. And it's a nice copy. Label's in good shape. In a way, I don't know why I bought it, because I'm not really a shmup kind of guy. I do like them. I don't know. I get bored of them quite easy. I think that's the problem. And especially like older ones where you have a few lives and then you have to start all over again. But I'll give it a go. I've got quite a few shmups actually, and I've never played. But I don't know. It looked pretty cool. And of course, noise. Onkyo. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know. Drop some footage in and show ya. So that's it. Pickup wise. Thunder Spirits, I'm pretty sure was about 700 yen. And it, when I had a quick look, it was going for like 2,000. So I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? I probably shouldn't have. Well, I know I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have, but I did. Anyway, so I've got here. I had 2 parcels turn up on the same day, just the other day, and the first one was. Now I didn't have this version. I had a variant of it. It was actually my brother's, and he kind of just, I didn't say he like even handed it me down. He just left home and it was there. So I kind of inherited it. I claimed it. Is essentially what happened. Now obviously back then I didn't really know anything about it. So I remember buying or getting my mum to buy me Turtles, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. But it was a 128k version, and mine was only a 48k. But obviously, I didn't know that. I had no idea about that back then. And it would actually load up, but I think if memory serves me correctly, maybe something along the lines of you could only play like the first level, and as soon as you got to the end boss, which I think was, I don't know, was it Bebo or Rocksteady? I don't know which is which. The one that looks like a rhino, I'm sure it was the one that looked like a rhino. But then again, I can't remember that well. And as soon as you got to him, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't beat him. I don't think he took any damage or something like that. So it was just, you were just stuck. All you could do was just play that first level again by reloading it. But obviously at the time I didn't know why. But I think it's because I was playing a 48k version, no, a 128k version on a 48k, and it's a Spectrum. So my good friend Dana has sent me this. He did say that it was over 2 kilos, and I was like, oh shit, if it's over 2 kilos, it's going to cost so much money. And obviously, you know, I will try and do what I can to, you know, I mean, there is no official debt or anything, you know, he's not gone out and bought this and said, oh, you owe me the money, you know, obviously he's gifted it me. But obviously I'll return the favour somehow. But I was thinking, oh shit, if it's like 50 quid just in postage. But he said that he took it back home. He wasn't prepared to pay it. He took it back home and he just wrapped it in bubble wrap. Just wrapped the whole thing in bubble wrap and then just sent it, and so no box, and it was fine. Absolutely fine. Now the actual system itself, it's not the best looking thing, but for what I want to do with it, it's perfect. Because inside, the board looks fantastic. Now I haven't tested it, so I don't know. I have sort of taken it to bits a little bit, but so the board inside is looking pretty damn nice. It's dusty, but it's all there, you know, because a lot of these things were, you know, parts taken out to fix other ones. It definitely was opened at some point because the reset button's missing, and I think that can only come out when you take it apart. But also, like this, when I was undoing the screws, they were like really loose, as if someone had taken it apart. And also there's a little mark there where someone is probably used the wrong size screw to put it back together, and it's almost gone straight through the bottom. But I think it's going to be okay. Now I haven't tested it, so I mean, you know, all the chips could be dead for all I know, or it could be fine. I don't know yet. But the plan is, now it was Ginger Hippie Gamer Sai that gave me the idea of chopping it down, because I've got no interest in collecting the tapes, and if I ever got one, I was always gonna mod it to, you know, tape ROMs. So he was saying that there's a mod where you can basically chop the tape deck off. So I had to look online at some other people's. There's some good pictures out there, and Beeps, he also did one some years ago, and it looks amazing. So I'm definitely going to be up for doing that. Chop the tape deck off. Reattach that side where I've made the chop. Obviously it's going to look a little bit rough, so I'll end up spraying it. Obviously the Sinclair and the 128 thing can be repainted red, no problem. So it doesn't really matter that this is sort of yellowed, but the keycaps are all in lovely condition. So that's the main thing really when it comes to the cosmetics, and the fact that it's not smashed in or anything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. And hopefully it'll look nice, and I'll get back playing some old Jet Set Willy, and I shall track down that bloody Turtles game and finally play it. So yeah, so thank you very much for that, Daniel. I mean, I've sent him something, but I was going to send him something anyway, but you know, I'll bide my time and I'll send him something nice in the future at some point. So, like I said, I had 2 parcels that day, both from England, and the other one was from my mate Rob, or Stu's mate Rob, as he now is. And it's a bit of a funny story. It's not funny, but a few weeks ago, Rob obviously sent me that amazing box full of stuff, and most of it I wasn't expecting. There was a couple of bits in there that I was expecting, and there was a couple of bits that I was expecting that wasn't in there. And the game that I knew that wasn't in there straight away when I was actually making the video, I was like, oh shit, where's that? And I did like sort of look through the box again afterwards in case I'd just missed it, and it wasn't there. And it like put me in a bit of an awkward position, because obviously Rob has sent me this amazing box of amazing things, and it's like, feels a bit sort of wrong to say, where's the blah 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 blah. And so I just thought, oh, do you know what, I'll leave it, you know, he'll either realise at some point, or you know, something will happen later on down the line. It will sort itself out. Or worst case, I don't get it. It's not going to be the end of the world. So that game is Micro Machines, and I used to really like playing this. I'm sure I played it on the SNES, you know. I know it was definitely out on the Mega Drive, but I'm pretty sure I played it on the SNES. I may be wrong. It may have never come out on the SNES. I'm sure I played it on the SNES. Though. I'm sure. He says, I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I think that there was a guy called David, and he had a Super Wild card. And I'm sure, not sure, I think, that he had it on discs, the Super Wild card. And yeah, I loved it. Amazing. And this, when it turned up the other day, I went and got my Game Boy, played it, and I played it for about 45 minutes. Just, it's exactly how I remember, even though I never played it on the Game Boy. I played it on the SNES, but I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure. I think. I feel as though the levels are the same as what they were on the SNES. I feel like I played them before, those levels, but I've never played the Game Boy game before. So. Anyway, I'm getting out of sync here, ain't I? I was supposed to be telling you the stuff. Oh dear. Right. So anyway, I did think, oh, do you know what? Sod it. I'll leave it. I don't want to go back to him and say, you know, thanks for all the good stuff, but I thought I'd leave it. And also, I did actually, I don't know if it was Rob or someone else, or maybe I said it in the video, I'm not sure. I might have said it in the video that, when I got the American GameCube game, I just need a PAL one now. Now, Rob had actually said that he was going to send me some loose discs, but I completely forgot. I completely forgot about it. And also, a few days later, something happened. I don't know whether I was watching a video or, but anyway, something came into my head about another game. And it was like, oh shit, yeah, that game wasn't there either. So, I can't remember, even though it was only a few weeks ago. But I ended up messaging Rob, and I can't remember how I put it. It probably sounded rude, whatever, but I basically said the Micro Machines wasn't there, and also this game. Because when I remembered this game, it was like, shit, I need to say something now, because I really do want to play it. You know, I never played this back in the day. In fact, the first Zelda game that I played through in its entirety is Breath of the Wild. I'd dabbled with other ones, but for no more than like an hour each. I never really could get into them, but yeah, so Breath of the Wild was the first one. Which is probably why I love it so much, because I don't have anything else really to compare it to. Anyway, a lot of people say that this is their favourite. I know it's usually out of this one, or the one on the SNES, or the first one on the N64. I forget the names now. Ocarina of Time was the SNES. No, Ocarina of Time was the N64 one. I think it's no. I don't know. Like I say, my brain don't fucking work. So anyway, when I remembered that, I was like, oh shit, I've got to message him now. That's two great games that I know that Micro Machines, didn't know. I was pretty sure that Micro Machines was going to be amazing. And I feel the same about this Zelda game. So I messaged him, and that's when he then said, oh, I also didn't send you the loose GameCube discs, which was I'll do best first. Sims 2. And obviously Sod's Law, it's in immaculate condition because it's the Sims 2. And it's not just Sims 2. Sims 2's Pets. Sonic DX Director's Cut. Don't know what the Director's Cut would be all about. And the one that I'm actually pretty excited about, because I don't have it. And to be fair, I'd probably rather have it in English. And that is Luigi's Mansion. Although I'm not sure if the Japanese one will play in English if you set your GameCube to English. I don't know, it might do, I'm not sure. Some games do, some games don't. So yeah, the Micro Machines, Link's Awakening, and these loose GameCube games are very, very welcomed, and I do really appreciate you sending those on in addition as well. So thank you very much, Rob. And again, I owed him anyway, and I owe him even more now. So I owe Dana and Robert. So that's it, or is it? It's not quite it, because it's time for but last week Akane gave me a game which I didn't know what it was. Turned out to be a Game Boy game, and it was a pretty decent one actually. And I didn't ask her to do this because I was just thinking like once a month, but she's got another game. I don't think it's a Game Boy game. I'm gonna guess it's a PlayStation game just from the feel of it, because it's a CD styly bit, you know, a little bit thick like the PlayStation ones. So let's find out what it is. I can see the back, but I still don't know what it is. Okay. I think, which was it? Oh, it was 100 yen. At some point it was 510 yen, and it got reduced down to 100 yen. So it's Saru something. In English it says Saru get you. Oh, it does actually say that in Japanese as well. Okay. Yeah, I think I had this or a similar game on the PSP. I used to get a lot of games, a lot of my PSP games from Japan, because it was in the early days of me and Akane, so we would come to Japan quite a lot. Or she'd also send me games as well, so yeah, I can't remember how it plays though, to be honest. But we'll put some footage in. I think, I don't know, is it quite an open world? And I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. So yeah, Saru Getchi is what it is. Saru v Monkey. I'm sure it was released in the West. Can't for the life of me think what it was called. Probably Monkey. Probably Monkey something. I don't know. So not quite as exciting as last week. Especially as I don't really collect PlayStation stuff. I do have some PlayStation, which you saw, I think was my very first video of the Washitsu videos. I showed off my entire PlayStation, which was basically Tenchu and a couple of others. So I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, but you know, I'll be honest, I'm not excited about it at all. I don't know if that will make her upset or not. I won't put it in the bin though, Rob. Not yet. So, that's it. We're done. So, I shall finish my coffee. I need to go to bed early tonight because I have work in the morning and I have to get up at 5, which is a bit bullshit, but hey-ho. So I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I'm totally stoked about this. So I wanted the grey one because the grey one, the board inside is more or less the board for the actual Spectrum. You know, the actual Sinclair version, the 128, the bread bin or whatever you want to call it. Obviously it's a bit shifted around and there's a few, obviously a few changes. Whereas the black one is a complete redo really, and I'm told that it also has some compatibility issues. The downside is, I mean I've been doing a little bit of reading and watching some videos. So the downside is that it might apply to the black one anyway, but the joystick ports are, you can only use Sinclair on them, but you can rewire them or make adapters or whatever. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, a while before I even get around to playing it, because obviously I've got to make sure the board works. There's a couple of mods I want to make on the board as well. And then obviously doing the case mod as well. And I want it to look proper nice, and I don't want to rush it and make it look shit. So it's going to take a while. And plus I do have other things that I need to do, especially now the weather's warming up. I need to finish painting this bloody house. So yeah, that's what I need to do. So it'll be a while before there's an update on that. My last video was a bit depressing, and obviously you do watch it back when you upload it. Well, I do anyway, and obviously I have to stick like the, you know, the videos in and stuff like that, and I have to do chop quite a lot out usually. Maybe not on this one because this one's going to be pretty short, I think, but I don't know, just, you know, there was something wrong with me last week. But and it kind of showed, but we're all good. That was a week ago, and we're all good. I just want to show you some porn. You know, porno mags. They're not as popular as they used to be, but I mean, you check this shit out. This is like proper porn, you know. All them kind of like, you know, make your own cables up and, you know, pin headers. Buttons. Look at it. Good to buy this.